Okay, hello, good day to everyone. Welcome to the Communication Strategy Informational Campaign and Environmental Education for a Sustainable Waste Management System module. This module was prepared by the Zero Waste Alliance Ukraine, and within the Zero Waste Cities in Ukraine project. Project is co-funded by the LIFE program of the European Union. And today we will learn about European case studies and best practices within the announced topic. So, a little bit of housekeeping rules. The webinar is being recorded, so please, during the meeting, keep your camera on if it's possible and microphone off. Please also use the Q&A window for your questions. You can type it in any language, Ukrainian or English. Q&A session will be at the end of the webinar. During this, the webinar recording will be turned off. Also, please use the raise hand feature if you would like to speak during the Q&A session, and use the translation feature if necessary during the webinar. So today's agenda, we will start with greetings and introduction of speakers. Then we will listen to the following topics: implemented communicational strategy for waste management, a case study of Parma; developing informational campaign on waste management activities, a case study of Guimarães, Portugal; and also environmental education program, Pegadas, a case study of Guimarães, Portugal. Today's moderators are Ola Reis, me, Alena Perbunos, and Ola Bilanichka, the project team of the Zero Waste Cities in Ukraine project. And next, I will introduce our speakers. Gabriele Folli, you already know him from the second module. He is Zero Waste Italy expert and former deputy mayor for environmental affairs of Parma, Italy. And Luís Pliteiro, technician of the Education for Sustainability Department at the Landscape Laboratory, Guimarães, Portugal. So without any further delay, I invite our first speaker, Gabriele, to share the screen and to start the presentation. Please, Gabriele, the floor is yours. Okay, we can see it. And your microphone.
So once again, I start again. Thank you very much, Alona, and thank you very much everyone attending this meeting. I will start the presentation introducing the part that was tied to my former job of being deputy mayor during 5 years in the city of Parma, which is a city of 200,000 inhabitants lying in north of Italy. I will go, sorry, okay. So I divided the presentation into some 5 parts. So Q&A will be at the end of the other speakers. So consider that, first of all, I would like to introduce what was the introduction of the new collection scheme in waste collection scheme in Parma. That was with a very short period, but was preceded by an analysis of the collection model that best suited the reality of our urban context, so making also benchmark with other cities, but with a clear objective in mind. That was the one to introduce door-to-door collection all around the municipal area, and also activate a series of, let's say, action to reach the goal of, so the goal at the beginning was 80%, and in effect we get this target after 4 years after the beginning. In very simple phrases, the first step was, let's say, a massive change in the habits of the citizen of Parma, because we remove what was the waste, road waste container for residual waste. That is the element that does not permit to reach the performance of good quality of separation of material that could be recycled. The door-to-door collection has 4 main streams that are residual waste, organic waste, that means kitchen waste, and also plastic, metals, and so Tetra Pak packagings. That was called lightweight packaging, and paper and carton. We have other 2 streams that are not so considering not so heavy like the first one, that are remain on the road, but with the project to move on door to door also for these 2. So garden waste and glass packaging. To help the door-to-door collection and for, let's say, to give an alternative to those situations that are not find no people at home at the day and the hour of delivery outside the house of the different bins or bags. We also develop these what we call eco station that are guarantee free access 24/7. But controlled access with the identification of the user. So without the badge, you cannot open these doors, and you can, for example, when you need when you go to vacation and you don't have you have some waste to dismantle, or if in the case you have for example, night shifts, working night shift, and you cannot be at home at the moment of the delivery. The process this process was very, let's say, quite fast. Let me say, because we considering let's say the whole city of 200,000 inhabitants, we closed the plan in 2.5 years. And also, that's why the communication in this process is a focal and crucial point to be taken in consideration. Consider that every area, every district, step by step, has been approached with all a series of communication activities that I will illustrate later on. So, what was, let's say, the beginning, we decided together with the waste management company and also with the help of some consultants and also the friends of Zero Waste, like Enzo Fabuino that you met before. We find what are the leverages that on which we can intervene to make this change be successful. So the economic is the pay-as-you-throw system. So we give a discount to those people that, let's say, need behave better in terms of recycling more. And also what is the, let's say, matter about the care of the environment, consumption of resources and pollution. So this is the system that permit the best performance ever. And also, we need to take in consideration the social acceptability of this change. So to let's say, make it happen and help all the people who have as some constraints, some complaints, and some needs. The communication plan has started, let's say, and as I said, is an integral and fundamental part of the process. Has started with the identification of the user, so what are domestic and non-domestic, but also with the segmentation of the different, let me say, stakeholders. So citizens, trade association, association of environmental association, university, schools, neighborhood councils, so whatever are this group has been encountered during the startup phase, but also with some say we also keep the attention even after the startup. We develop a multi-channel communication plan using both traditional media, but also not so new, because web and social media are becoming more traditional than the traditional one. But even all the different channels to reach also elder people, public meeting, one-to-one meetings, seminars, and so on. Some of the examples that I want to highlight here that has been carried on during the process of change. Here there is a short list. So there is a dedicated, has been developed a dedicated web portal that giving all the information for this, and also an app for mobile phones, also with some, let's say, app dedicated for calculation of the bill, or so, let's say, highlight of a different possibility to give in terms of waste collection. We carry on also educational campaign, especially with the school. We also focus on some strategies about, for example, home composting. So the most of the organic waste in before when there was a road container goes into the residual waste, that is a waste of, let's say, resources and energies that can be, let's say, transformed into compost and also into energy. And also so going into theaters and also sponsor some dedicated contest with the students. We introduced some new services also that were not formally before considered. So together with the municipality, but also with the cooperation with the different association and stakeholders. And also what is, I believe was very, very important, it was to be present at the startup of every startup of in every district, doing a meeting with people to explain the, let's say, what is how it works, the new system, and also how to reply to what are the concerns of the citizen. And the concern there were a lot, as you can see in the whole. This is one of the meeting we did, and there were a lot of participation from the people. We also involve communities of strangers in this process to make them also proud to be part of this change. So we have different communities of strangers. This one is from Ghana, but there are a lot of, let's say, people from Eastern country, from China. So Parma is also a university city, so we have a lot of students coming from outside the cities. This one is another example. All these let's say, example are focus on the participation from the bottom, and also to communicate on the press, on the different social media, all these activities. So, for example, this was together with an association, they develop a composting facility available for all the citizens of the district in this borough. The meeting that we did was made together with the political part, in the case me, and also the waste management company. So sometimes it happens that the politics let all the dirty work be done by the waste management company, but I think it's important that to affirm that is a political choice to move towards a sustainable and more performing, let's say, system. And so in this case, we were presenting the starting kit with the bags, with the bins, with all the calendar and information about the new system. A lot of fun, also a lot of importance to meet the young generations, to meet the school at every level, because they can be actor in the family to the positive actor for the change. So that we involved the schools also in a contest to measure the performance of every school, and also at the end of the year to give an award to them. We also develop a permanent table with all the stakeholders. So every 2 months, every month, so depending on, especially in the first phase, all these association were involved together with me and the waste management company to receive a feedback from every category, and also to give replies to what are the problems, the concern, and so on, and also to keep this monitoring during the whole process. And also, for sure, the information that we gave to people in a different level include also the hard copies, so calendars, information about different streams, where to throw what, and also what to not throw in each stream, and also obviously the pay-as-you-throw information when it was the startup of this system. Also, the very let's say, let me say, a dedicated portal that contain a lot of information, so very precise about days and hours of collection, but also of the dates of the street cleaning. So, for example, every 15 years, I know that every 15 days, sorry, I know that in my street there should be this sweeping machine that should pass and to clean the street. Every waste bin has been georeferenced, and also we know from the app, from the website, what are the days of collection. So if there are some complaints, the citizen can give a feedback on base of real data. And also a lot of information about, for example, collection during summer vacation, or some for bank holidays that are included into the app and the web. And these also are related to the position of the bins, and also the washing of the street and the cleaning of the street. Talking about the pay-as-you-throw system, formerly the system was with a fixed bill. So the bill is considering in the former method only the number of people into an apartment and the surface of the apartment. Now with the pay-as-you-throw, you pay in according to the number of empty of the gray bin, so the one of the residual waste. And so as less as you empty the bin is equipped with the RFID that is being read by the operator, the less you pay. And you can predict how it will be your bill according to the number of collection of the gray bin that you have. So with this calculator, the citizen can have the possibility to make this simulation. Obviously, every single item that come into our houses has been listed, and we can do a research so to where to throw what. And also, what is really important, that becoming more and more popular, is the app to send the feedback about problems that can be caused by the waste management company or by bad behavior of the citizen. On the former method, there was only the communication through telephone, so the call center. With the app, we can georeference the situation, send the type of signalations, and do also a picture. And so all this, let's say, feedback comes into the system that can better coordinate and be faster in the resolution of the problem. We also take care about the possibility communicating the waste, the bulky waste collection at home. So the system can the citizen can carry their own all the furniture, home appliances, or something like that to the collection center. There are 4 in the city of Parma, and also to have a free service if you don't, if you are not able to carry it by its own. For example, like elder people that doesn't have the possibility, they can book the service at home. We can check with the app also the number of collection of the residual waste bin that has been effectively done, because all the waste system is connected to the ERP of the waste management company, and also to have available the bills online to check everything. These are other examples that are action on field that has been followed by the press, because also important to let the people know what is the final destination of the material that has been collected. So giving the feedback that this action, that is a small sacrifice for the people, can give benefit. For example, we get a visit, we give a visit to the composting and biodigestion facility, which they produce energy, so biogas, and also compost. This is the result of the kitchen waste, so scraps of food, and so that after a period of treatment become compost that can be used in the agriculture and the floriculture. Also, this one was followed together with the local press. That is the center where there is the collection of lightweight packaging, so plastic cans, metal cans, and also Tetra Pak, and also to give feedback on what are the results in terms of performance, also compared to other cities. So better recycling, effective recycling of the material that becomes new materials. But also important was also doesn't hide the problem, and to be together with the operators to do some tour in the city where there are some repetitive problems and so on and so on, and also support the action of the operators that has to be considered let's say the one, let me say, the main actor also to give a success to the system. And so I'm going towards the end. These were other actions that are has been carried on, and who has a great impact, because involve more than 15,000 children, considering the presence of the school canteens of the city. So to move from bottled water in PET to tap water, and we avoid with the help of also of the health and sanity institution and waste management, the water management company, to give to assure the people that this was the good quality of the water, of the tap water. And also we avoid a lot of production of waste in this case. We did some initiative for what was the possibility to run the summer festivals that usually use a lot of produce a lot of waste in terms of plastic and so on, to use compostable tableware, and also to have lower production of the residual waste, and giving advantage to the association that organize this festival. The reuse center, there is one in Parma that has been developed during, let's say, my mandate, that is used also to avoid the production of waste. So we can intercept furnitures, or even dishwasher or washing machine that are damaged but can be repaired. So to have this involve people to repair this element and put again on the market or give it for free to association, but also to organize meeting with the schools, meeting with the other association to give value to the recovering of the material. Talking about this other initiative was made together with an association to provide a service for those that want to do compost by their own home, so to help also with the renting and also for free this system to mix and reduce the material, the vegetable waste. And at the end, another important project we developed for the schools, we did together with some schools to starting from the very bottom, from them to produce some street signal with some messages that have been applied on the street signal on the cities. So I want to conclude to affirm again that information and communication is fundamental for the success of the products, that all the channels has the same level of importance and must be carried on together and coordinated among them. And also what is important that not only after the end of the, let's say, the stabilization of the system, not only during the stabilization of the system, but it's also very, very important to keep high the communication level after the end of the process. So thank you very much. Then I'm available for questions at the end of the, so as alone I want.
Hey, Gabriele, thank you very much for sharing your knowledge with us today. Yes, Q&A session will be at the end, so please use the Q&A window or just keep in mind your questions. And Luís, I invite you to share your screen and start your presentation. And I believe that you will talk about informational campaigns and environmental education in Guimarães, our already beloved city, because we have a lot of speakers from Guimarães already in our training program.
I'm going to show you. Can you see the presentation now?
We can see your screen. I can see the folder.
Oh, the folder. So I'm not sharing the right thing.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I think now you can see it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, hi everyone. My name is
Luís, sorry,
Luís.
before you start, can you share the full screen because we see only tiny slide?
Oh, you only see a tiny slide.
Yeah.
What is happening? And now? Can you see everything now?
We can see full screen. Yeah, thank you. So please start.
Nice. So, hi everyone. First of all, thank you for the invitation to make this presentation. My name is Luís, and as Alana said, I work at the Environmental Education Department at the Landscape Laboratory in Guimarães. Guimarães is a small city in the north of Portugal, and we started this journey towards the climate neutrality in about 2013 with the launch of the paid system. We like to show this image because our progress is not made like from one day to the other, but is a process of transforming all the municipality, and it needs to be step by step and not only with one thing. We evolved since 2013. In 2014 was built the landscape laboratory, and then we started to have a lot of projects. Today I will focus on the paid system and also on Reciclo, that is our circular economy project. And fortunately, you can see in 2023 we were finalists at the European Green Capital, and the next year we will be the next Green Capital. I have a small video to show you about the Reciclo project. This is a really broad project that involves a lot of circular economy, a lot of actors, but I will show you the video, it's easier. So as you could see, our information campaigns are always turned to the citizens. We want to put some pressure on the citizens because they are a really key part of the process. But it needs to be it needs to be supported with local waste policies. Not only one or two, but a lot of policies in different areas, like I can show you here about the paid system, the zero waste plan, the bio waste plan, the bioeconomy, and the roadmap for circular economy, and also the textile waste action plan. I can tell you about a little bit more about this textile waste because it's not usual for cities to focus so much about this. But in Guimarães, we have a lot of textile waste because we have a lot of companies, and it's one of our main industries. So the policy over here, it's really important to be connected with the citizens, with the waste management strategy, because in Guimarães we are a small city, but everyone wants to be part of something. So the co-creation, it's really a huge part of our process. As you can see, this is our timeline of the paid system. We started in 2015, and the first part was a survey with the population. So we got some feedback about their opinions, about what they were worried about, and we started with a small zone with this system. Then we started to change the tax regulation because it needs to have a little bit of support to the population, and then the public presentation. We started to offer containers and bags to all users. And you can see the data of mixed waste that we had in 2015 and then in 2022. Why? Because we were always talking with the population. As you can see, in 2016, we started to have some contestation by users, and the answer was to have public sessions with a political debate. And then we started to have more committed people with this project. And since then, we are making some extensions of the program with different phases, so we can communicate better and explain everything to the population. So our data is really getting better. We have a capture rate better now than we had at the beginning, and we are really reducing the mixed waste in the garbage. We already reduced 17 kilos per capita yearly, and increased our collection of packaging. The communication. We don't like only to focus on one part of the communication, not only physical, not only digital. We like to make it both. As you can see, we have communication all over the place. We have in the bus stoppers, actually in the bus, and also in the door-to-door talking with people. In the image in the right side of the screen, you can see, actually it's me talking with some people. They are selling some fruits and vegetables, but also talking with children. Why we are doing that? Because we believe that talking with the children, it's easier to change the behaviors of their fathers. But then we need to continue to see how the work it's being done, and you can see a worker over there with with another worker from the company showing their garbage, because it's totally perfect, and we need to talk about that thing, because we don't need only to worry about what is being done in the bad way, but also in the good way. And it's because of that we have these cards over here, the red one, the green one, and the yellow one, only to show people that are in this system, that are already in the system, how is their work doing. We also make some campaigns about the compost at home, and you can see in the top of the image some children trying to make some compost at their schools, because we make almost daily campaigns about this thing. About the bio-waste collection, we are increasing this collection to new parishes, to new buildings, to new companies, but we always want to talk with people before and after, only to have some reviews about the process, what is working really well, what is working not so well, but always with a lot of communications. In the bins, there is also what they can separate to that and what they can't do. Why do we do these things? Because we can't talk to everyone personally. And with this kind of communication, everyone is informed about their separating rates. In the left side of the image, you can see the compost bins that we are offering to the citizens. Why are we doing this? Because this is the best way to collect and to treat all the bio-waste without extra charge of energy, of mobility with the workers, with a lot of an ecological footprint that we have if users don't compost at home. It's really better for us and for the environment to people do this. About the green waste, we also collect that, but we like to transform it to use everything in Guimarães. In the first part of the image, you can see the municipality workers getting together the trees and then to shred it, and in the other part you can see they are giving it to the schools. This is really important because we have a lot of fires, wildfires in Portugal, and this is a really nice way to heat the schools and prevent wildfires. This also works as a communication tool because everyone in the local newspapers and even in the national newspapers like these type of ideas, because it's also helping the children and preventing some disasters. At the local markets, we face the problem because when a client goes over there, they have like one plastic bag for an apple, one plastic bag for a potato, and then in the biggest part of the times, people don't separate these plastic bags properly. So we started to give biocomposable bags at local markets. They are totally free for the workers, for the sellers, and for the clients. And it's working a lot better because people can now use this also for their bio waste. In the food system, this was one of our biggest problems in the ecological footprints of the citizens. So we try to communicate with them how to invite them to grow their own food. So we created this part of the community gardens where the people can rent by a year a piece of land and to create their own vegetables, their own food. This is only like 10 euros a year, only to people to be really connected and to don't abandon all the things over there. The only rule that we have only two rules. It's like not to use chemicals and pesticides in the community gardens, and also to do not abandon their community gardens or it will be taken off of them. Now we have a new tool of communication about food, about the food system, that are the eco boxes. They are also called doggy bags. And in Portugal, we have a problem that is people put a lot of food in every plate. And this one allows people to take their food home and use it for the next day at their jobs, at their schools. One of our most famous project, I mean, two of our most famous projects are this about cigarette butts and chewing gums. These projects, they were made for two things. One, for show people that everything or almost everything nowadays can be recycled with a little bit of investigation and research. And the other part to remove some not biodegradable waste from the ground, from the rivers, and from the oceans. With the cigarette butts, we actually nowadays can create bricks with these ones. How can we do it? We send it to the University of Minho, that is our local university. They can then shred it into dust, basically, and join a normal brick. It passes all the tests, it's all safe for security, for health, no problem at all. With the chewing gums, we created some plant pots. Why? Because they have plastic in it, and the plastic is really easy to transform. We only joined like electric cables, and then we give it back to the people so they can see the whole system of a circular ecosystem. As I said before, we had a really huge problem with plastic bags, with single-use plastics. And in every week in our historical center, we used to see a lot of images like in the left, and also in the events that we have in Guimarães. We have some events with a lot of people, and we used to see garbage, essentially cups, everywhere. So we created the Cup Care. The Cup Care is a system that allows the coffees, the restaurants, to sell their drink in the normal way. They only charge €1 for every cup, and then the citizen can return the cup and receive the euro again. As you can see, we have some cups that are made from exactly for some events like the UEFA Nations League, for some events in our city and also in our historical center. About the textile waste that I was talking about, is one of our most important sectors in our economy, but especially in our region, we have a lot of textile production. With a lot of textile production, it comes a lot of dust, a lot of waste, and we really needed to focus on this one. In the industrial sector of Guimarães, like 25% of the production is textile, and 15% it's about clothing only, which means that we have like 5% of the textile production of Portugal and 7% of the clothing production, which means that we have a lot of people with a lot of textile, a lot of textile waste, and we needed to solve this problem because our green spaces sometimes they try to put some landfills, illegal landfills with this textile waste. So we needed to charge and to attack this problem. And this is one of our problems in Guimarães. This is a map of Guimarães. We have a really spread population, and we need to talk with all of them. We can't do a door-to-door because we try to, when we are going to a new phase of the collection, but we need to be aware that people can sometimes they are at home, they don't want to talk with us, and we need to get some ways to talk with them. So how are we doing with this? We are talking with the students again. We are putting some card bins in the schools, and we are also offering them some things like we are giving back to the community when they give us the textile waste that they have. This was a public presentation of the products of the textile waste, like some bags, some I can see that we have some, I forgot the word. Can you help me, Alona? Some bags, never mind. And we gave it to the population. How did you do it? With some associations that work with the municipality. And why? Because we need everyone with us. When we have some projects like this one, we always co-create with the associations. And why do we do that? Because better than anyone, the people from the companies know where they have some troubles, what are their difficulties, and these are a really nice way to communicate with them, but also with their clients, because sometimes they complain to their clients. Some clients complain to them, and they now can show them the progress that we are making. Some numbers about our journey. Before 2012, we have like 3 companies with the municipality, but now we have new companies like the Landscape Lab and a lot of new measures like the Reciclo, the Percadas program that is about environmental education. I will talk about that. The ReFood that is about the food waste. A lot of new projects since we are starting to do this change in Guimarães. We have a lot of numbers that show that this is working, but it's only working because we are trying to not abandon all of these projects, and we really need to push to the population. So it needs to work because there is no other way to do this. We have like more than 5,000 secondhand sales and markets. We have collected more than 25,000 disposable masks we have a lot of things that we are doing nowadays that wasn't even think about before 2012. We are really improving, but we need to do even better. So we are trying to get some more measures, some more projects, and always with the community. And it's not an easy work, but it needs to be always, all the steps need to be made with the community, because if it doesn't work with the social sustainability for the citizens, it won't work for us, because the citizens won't do anything. So we are always trying to co-create, to talk with them, and to get some feedback from them. One of our most easy ways to communicate with us is with our website reciclo.pt. There basically has all the circular economy information about the circular economy in Guimarães. Thank you for your attention, and I'll give it back to Alona.
Yeah, Luís, probably you want to catch a breath before starting your next presentation about environmental education. So we'll let you do it. I would like just to encourage our participants to ask you some questions in a Q&A video, or you can put your questions in the chat. Ask about any project that Guimarães is doing regarding the circular economy and also waste management. So please think what you want to ask Luís at the end. And environmental education program Pegadas. Very interesting program and very inspiring program. And also, Luís, if you don't mind, maybe you will say a couple words about Landscape Laboratory. What role plays that institution and how it was founded? Because I think that the key why the Guimarães is and won the prize of Green Capital 2026, yeah, 2026.
Yeah, right.
It's because the municipality made a great move to found the Landscape Laboratory in the municipality. So, yeah. So please.
I have a little part of here to introduce the Landscape Laboratory. So the Landscape Laboratory, it's a non-profit association that was founded by the municipality. We have two main axes of action: research and development, and also the environmental education. We were founded in 2014, and we work in a lot of areas, since nature and biodiversity, water resource, landscape and territory, and circular economy, and the research and development, and then we show that to the community with our environmental education. Pegadas, that in Portuguese means footprints, is our environmental education program. We do a lot of education and awareness activities with the population. We created the Green Brigades, that are like volunteers that work in their parish for the sustainability. We make some events, conference, and exhibitions. In the Landscape Lab, we are growing as a team. We have like now 20 members, and we have people with all the backgrounds, like geographers, biologists, landscape architects, everything you can think. We now have it, and because of that, we have more knowledge in different areas, and it works really well, because we get the research and development from one side, and then we can apply it in the environmental education, showing people what is happening in our municipality. We also have an office for project management that actually nowadays it's starting to grow a lot, working with companies. We started to these environmental educations only with schools, but now we are getting really known about this part, and some companies are calling us every day to make education and awareness activities with them. Our funding is we have like a contract with a municipality where they pay us to make activities with the schools and associations for free. I mean, any school, any association can call us, and we schedule an activity with them. But we are increasing our budget with the European funding or national funding. We also apply to projects that nowadays have a bigger importance, and this is our journey to do it. We are like looking for urban projects, looking for live projects, and starting working with them. And it's really important for us for having new partners. I know that we have a huge platform over here, so if you want to talk with us and to work with us, please be my guest. So this is our home. This is the landscape lab. We are in the like 5 minutes from the city center in Guimarães, and we like to have this like our mojo, like is transforming the territory through the transformation of its citizens. It's really important to do this because it's easier for a municipality to put some bin over a street, but it's harder to convince the citizens to separate their trash. So we need to transform everything in a certain way that convinces people that this is really good for them. And we do not only talk about the environmental sustainability, but also about the social sustainability that's really working. This program, the Pegadas, it was established in 2015 as it says that as a result of the municipal commitment to sustainable development. We have like more than 100 activities that people can call us to do, and it's really getting huger. It's really working with schools. I mean, every school in Guimarães is calling us, and we have like 80 schools, and it's a really nice project because it's free for the schools. It's really reachable for them, and we have some knowledge in some certain areas that they don't have about it, and they can have it for free. Also, the associations of elderly people, of teenagers can call us, and we also work with them for free. Some key features. We need to work with all the citizens to transform all the territory. So we try to put some activities to all kinds of citizens, the elderly, the people with some handicaps. So our program is really comprehensive, inclusive, holistic, transversal, and intergenerational. We also have some activities that also work with their grandparents and the grandkids. And with that, we can change some behaviors where they are enjoying something different that they don't do every day. We also get some visits to our site. You can see there a 3D map of the city of Guimarães. It works really well because it helps us to make some strategies for the territory. We have some guidelines in this program. Obviously, the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals, and also at local level, our National Environmental Education Strategy. In the images, you can see my colleague talking with children about the composting and making giving them some knowledge. Every activity that we have, it isn't only theoretical, because we think that if it's only theoretic, people would be so much interest. So it needs to be more practical and to put the kids to work with the dirt, talking with their hands. I can say like this, and to not be so boring. And in that way, with a practical session, we get more engaged with people, and they call us even more. In the right side of the image, we can see the group of volunteers in Guimarães. There are the green brigades that get together on the weekends or like 2 or 3 times a year to collect the garbage, to make a plantation, to make everything, but they are totally autonomous. The landscape lab gives them some knowledge, give them some support, but they can schedule their activities, they can do whatever they want. This is really good because some people think like, I want to clean a river, but they don't have some company. They don't know how can they do it. They don't have the tools, and they don't want to go alone. This type of people, this type of teams work really well because they then have some cultivate some friendship and some habits that are really good for also for us. This is our organizational structure. We have like one main theme per year and 9 thematic axes. You can see it over there. Sustainability, ethics and citizenship, sustainable consumption and production, territory and landscape, climate change, circular economy, biodiversity, energy, water and soils. And every year we select like 9 core projects from all of the activities. And these core projects have more than one lesson, have more than one activity. We really focus on one project and we have a lot of talks with the kids. We have a lot of work with them, and we try to bring some experts from outside of our structure to talk with kids also, and with different parts, and it's a more complete project. In our portfolio, we have more than 100 activities that are available for the teachers to call us and to work with them. I will show you now some of the core projects that we have. In here, this is the Eco Parliament. That is one of my favorites. Basically, every group of schools can apply to this one. And how do they work? Basically, they identify a problem in their school. They connected with an SDG, and then they are starting to work with that problem. How? They connect with local associations, local companies, their own families, and they started to work on that problem and to solve that problem by their own. Also, we give them some feedback and we give them some support. And then we have like 2 main sessions where they debate like political parties, and then we have like one project that is a winner. We evaluate the presentations, the steps of the project, their statistics, everything. Actually, in the first image, you can see the president of the Republic of Portugal congratulating these kids for their awesome job. More things about this. It's really complete because we don't work only with one class or only with one age of one type of kids. What do we really like about this project is that their teams, it's about like 4 elements. They don't choose like 4 kids, the best ones from one class. They need to choose 4 kids, but with different ages. So it gets more engagement of more schools even, and more families and more. It's really good for them. They really like to participate in this one. Then we have Reciclo. That is a core project about circular economy. This is a project that has only 3 sessions, but it really has like a lot of engagement from the people. We have like 30 groups that engaged this year about this project. So we mean like 30 classes about this thing. It's really important for kids because in the first session we talk about the projects in Guimarães, like the cigarette butts and the chewing gums. The second session we talk with kids about the bio-waste, about their behavior in home. And it's really important because it's a thing that was starting really recent in Guimarães. And with this project, we now can talk with them more regularly and get some more feedback, and also to help them to convince their fathers. In the third session, it's new this year, but we now created a session only about textile waste. And as I said to you, I need to put every session in a practical way. So in this one, they take an old T-shirt from their home, and at the end of the session, they create a bag made of that T-shirt. Also, we have obviously presentations before this practical part to they understand the problem and the growing production of textiles, and our job about it. This is another new one this year. It's called Biodiversity Patrollers, where kids are going to see their garden at their school. They're going to see some animals that we take them, some footprints, also some cameras that we use to see the animals and in the mountains in Guimarães, everything. It's really huge. It's a really important process and a really important project. Why? Because kids nowadays, they like a lot. They really like the animals, but they have a problem that we have like more urban areas, and they can see half of the animals that we have over here. So this is it's really important, so we can change their behaviors due to their connection with the biodiversity. This is also a new project. We call it Climate Pact Schools in Action. We selected three secondary schools in Guimarães, and now we are working with them in different ways. First of all, we made a presentation with the vice president of the municipality or some representative in the school, in the class that was chosen for this project, and then we made them sign a pact. One student, one member of the municipality, their teacher, and also the school administration. This allows us to give more responsibility to every part of this team, and then we started to work with them about the footprint in their school, the eco footprint in their school. How? First of all, we took some stakeholders from different areas, from mobility, from energy, from water, and from local companies actually, that went to school and went to show them some of their jobs and why some things go in this way, not in that way, and the importance of having more sustainable behaviors at their schools. After these sessions with those stakeholders, with those specialists, we started to create. We use a SWOT analysis that was made from the students about their waste, the water, everything. And then they are starting to create some measures to apply in those schools. We will actually compare the ecological footprint of these three schools, and then to show them some ways that other schools are doing and how they are addressing some problems. Then they will create an assembly of students, and in those assemblies they will find out which are the actions that their colleagues think they are more priority, and to really apply them. And the municipality is obviously engaged with this one because they signed the pact. In this one, about the flora, it's called Guimarães Herbarium. It's with a lot of associations, with a lot of schools, principally mainly schools, and we show them the benefits of using aromatic plants, medicinal plants, and they create their own herbarium made from home. I mean, we go to the community gardens, we collect the aromatic plants, and then we talk with them about their benefits. This session works really well with elderly people because they are really used to have a lot of homemade medicines and to use it in their food system. And nowadays they are really vanishing from our lifestyle because we go to the supermarket and we buy one thing that is really expensive when we have like aromatic plants for free in almost everywhere. We have like special places in the community gardens that people can even collect these ones for free. This is really good for the people because they connect really well with the nature, and connecting with the nature is half of the way to have a better behavior at home. Besides this, we have events for the community. Every year we promoted the Green Week that is getting bigger as the time passes by, and now we have this one at the end of the spring in the garden in the center of Guimarães, and we have like different companies showing their projects, different activities for every age. We have like concerts, everything, but everything needs to be sustainable. You can see the scouts in the right side of the image showing a solar panel that is working for a solar oven. Basically, they are cooking with the energy from the sun. It's really nice for people to see that and to work with that. Actually, the image is the vice president of the municipality. We also have some food trucks that you can see in the left image in the bottom, but all that we have, it needs to be vegan, it needs to be friendly of the environment. So even these events don't have plastic, or if they have plastic, it can be plastic free. Only use plastic, I mean. Then we have like different environmental education activities. Besides this, every year we also have a spring party, mainly dedicated to the families, with some workshops, with a lot of presentations, and this one is mainly dedicated to the family. It's a more small event, but with more activity from environmental education. Every year we have a theme. This one was about the District C, that is a place in Guimarães that we want to be carbon neutral free. And this year it will be about the biodiversity. So we need to change the place every year to make it more connected to the theme. 2 years ago was about the food waste, so we put the spring party at the community gardens. Today, this year, like it's about biodiversity, we will put this party in one our biggest mountain in Guimarães. Besides this, we are now starting. It will be our second environmental education meeting this year. It's an international meeting that we invite schools, that we invite associations, that we invite everyone to present some kind of materials. This is the second year that we are holding this. It will be at the end of February, like next week, and it will be about the artificial intelligence in sustainable education, like the pros and the cons. And we try to connect with companies also, because we have some tech companies over here with the university, with all these stakeholders, and try to give to the community, and especially for the specialists that will go to the event, some tools they can use every day. In the middle of the image, you can see one of the teams of, two teams of the Eco Parliament, the vice president of the municipality, and also a deputy, an Euro deputy from Portugal that is talking with the kids. But we work with a lot of schools, but we don't limit our work to the school year. So we create some books, we created some newsletters that kids can take them to their vacations and to use it and do not lose the engagement with the sustainability. We also have a mascot that you can see it over there, that kids really love it. And the book in the middle, it's about the 5 years of the program and our results. Our reach, it's really engaging. Every day we have more students working with us. We have more partners, because if we don't know something, we need to take with us the best ones. And we engage with every partner that wants to work with us and to show the kids, show the community how can they change their world. You can see the evolution from 2015 to the last year. We have a ton of new actions. We have actions every day. Like you can see, I'm here today, but my team is like me and more 3 people, and everyone at this time is at a school. So it's really good for us to see that people are really looking for us. And as you can see, this program, it's getting bigger and bigger as the time passes by, and because people are getting more connected with this one, and they believe in that. And it's one of our main flags in Guimarães is the environmental education. The landscape laboratory, it's really known about this part, and now other municipalities, other countries are calling us to show them our work. How can they do this? We have also a website, pegadasguimarães.pt, where the teachers, the coordinators, they have an eco coordinator from each school that can schedule some workshops, some presentation, and we are going free to the schools to show them a little bit of our work. And this is it.
Thank you, Luís. Thank you very much. So please, we will move to our Q&A session right now. So please, I will ask all